Hello, Super Important Reviews. My name's Steve, and today we'll be going over the WWE Mattel SummerSlam figures, well, at least Series 77 anyways, of the Elite Collection, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. This is a hodgepodge review, so these are unedited videos. So for the most part, there's no extra photos, there's not really comparisons, it's just kind of like, just bare bones. Is this figure cool? And again, unedited videos that also would have been up on our Patreon before they showed up on here. So when we have another hodgepodge review all set up for Patreon, this one shows up on YouTube. So if you guys are watching this, there'll actually be a new one up on our Patreon. It's $1 to get into it. Any video content we put up over there, that gives you access to it. But anyways, main reason I picked this figure up in particular is just because I really like the Fiend character. I actually kind of want to get, I know Ringside Collectible has the Bray Wyatt with the Mr. Rogers attire with all the puppets. I kind of want to grab it. But easily one of my more favorite characters that's come out of WWE in a little bit. Just kind of harkens back to like the old like Kane, Undertaker, like the more spooky, mystical characters. I should have got that Woken Matt Hardy when they put that figure out. But anyways, been a fan of wrestling pretty much since I've been growing up, and been slowly starting to get some wrestling figures of characters I really like. And so decided to grab this. I also got the Ms. Elizabeth. I don't know if you guys are interested, maybe we'll do a hodgepodge review of that too. But wanted to mainly start with this guy just because I thought he was pretty sweet. And hopefully we get some more versions of him. We'll get to it in a second. My one major problem with this. But without further ado, first packaging. Mine's banged up. It's just kind of like how it is. The entire the set that they seem to have put out when I went to buy this definitely seems like the box is a little bit manhandled for all of them. But what's kind of cool is you can see him on the side here with his more like ring entrance attire. Opposite side, nice face shot. Back of the package just gives you some stats for Bray Wyatt. Some of the other characters on the line. Rick Rude was the other one, but I didn't really like the look, so I kind of passed on him. And then just some legal mumbo jumbo on the bottom, but probably gonna be pitching this. And for the most part, I don't really care about the packaging too much. But for the Fiend, anyways, I guess we'll start with his accessories, and he comes with this, which is the Bray Wyatt lamp, which I thought was really sweet. The only thing that's kind of weird is that he's like, the Bray Wyatt's still a thing, because like they had with the Braun Strowman matches where you kind of fought like the different stages of Bray Wyatt, and this always kind of made me feel like that like the character was dead. Like this is kind of like an homage to the character, and like he's no more. But yeah, not so much. But you do see the lantern on the inside. It'd be kind of cool if this is actually a light up thing. Almost feels like there could have been like a little battery compartment here. You got the eyes here, which have the stitching, but are also just like metallic, like gold. So, and it covers the eyes a lot. So it's a little off-putting, just to say the least. Hair's super glossy, nice brown color. You get the little handle here, which is the knots of hair. Overall, pretty cool, pretty creepy. It comes with the grip onto it. For his other hands, it comes with another gripping hand for his opposite side. And then what he had in the package was the open smacky hand. Which on the back of them, you have the hurt heel. Which I think is actually really cool. How you swap them out. And I guess we'll put the smacky hand on. Just want to grab at the base of the forearm, base of the peg, pull it out. Don't want to try to rotate too much because you can cause a lot of stress on the joints when you're going back in. Literally just doing it in reverse. Fairly simple stuff. Detail-wise, head sculpt looks great. Really like the mask. Kind of wish the eyes were maybe painted a little bit better, because for the most part they kind of get lost in there. But I think other than that, the rest of the mask here is painted very nicely. The only thing is the hair seems a little off to me, because at the base of the head, you think it'd be, with the way his dreadlocks are, it'd be a lot darker of a color. Because it seems like to me it was always more highlighted for the strands and then darker towards the base, but it's not really the case on here. He's got like a shaved head. Strap goes all the way around, which looks great. Like, for the one thing I really like about this figure in particular is the mask. I think they caught the look of it very well. Also looks like he has a little hair somewhere up here, and it won't come off. Been doing a lot of sculpting today, and I know like my hands are still like slightly tacky. Gotta watch a few times when you're messing with epoxy. But for his body, anyways, he's got tattoos all the time, all over the place. I want to say that they look appropriate for Bray Wyatt's character. I think the neck is like seems a little big, but still looks good. Because they still have like, it's like almost like the blood smears on his arms, which I definitely remember from his tattoos. And on this side, just a lot more craziness going on. Basic black shirt. I know sometimes they have him with the shirt with like the prayer hands on the front here, but this is just basic black, which works. Again, almost kind of wish it was maybe like a little bit glossy to show off the sweat. Because the one thing that's weird to me, and I guess I'll bring up my complaint now, is that like he comes with this, which is generally a part of his ring attire. Like he carries this thing out to the ring. Like he doesn't really use it for the matches, but he doesn't have his jacket, which is the weird thing for me. Because you think if you have this, he would have the rest of his ring attire, but that's not the case. For the most part, like if they were just going to give us like the wrestler of the Fiend, I almost would have preferred him coming with the mallet, and then save this for more of like a ring entrance version of the Fiend. So it's to me it seems a little bit mixed matched. But another thing I don't really like is that his belt's painted on. Why they really couldn't give us a belt for reals? Because I'm half tempted, because I don't really plan on selling this guy anytime soon. I might just touch him up myself. Like, paint the eyes a little better, do the hair here, maybe actually give him a belt and maybe see if I can find him a jacket. It's tempting. It's tempting. Because I think that's the one, like, most egregious thing. He's like, okay, he's missing the jacket. Alright, he's more like wrestling attire. This seems a little off place because of that, but alright, whatever. But, really? Anyways, the rest of the pants look nice. They got the striping. The more clown striping look with his little patches, pockets, and his boots. But for his articulation, head can look up about that far, down about that far, rotate side to side. You can pretty much get it all the way around. Arms go up about that far, down about that far. Also rotate all the way around, rotation at the bicep. Single jointed elbows, and rotate all the way around. Swivels back and forth. Back or chest section, forward and back. Rotation at the waist. Legs go out about that far, inwards about that far. About forward kick about that far. Not much of a back kick, but you do get a rotation at the top of the thigh. Double jointed knees. Rotation at the boot. No rotation at the foot. Only wiggle side to side. Forward. Back. And it's a little stiff. So, overall, I think the figure's fine. He's like $16. Comes with accessories. Like, I like most everything that he comes with. It's just kind of like, I wish, theme-wise, it maybe would have been a little bit more consistent. Like, either give us, like, entrance version Bray Wyatt or wrestling Bray Wyatt. Then the belt kind of sucks. Also, there's like a little paint splotch here. But other than that, I think like the rest of the detailing on him is actually pretty phenomenal. Especially with the mask. Like, I love the way the mask turned out. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you guys see him in a store, I'd recommend probably picking him up. Especially if you're really into the character. Or just like, if you like horror figures in general, like, he's still kind of cool just to go along with random things. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Do you guys watch WWE as much as... Well, not, to be honest, I haven't been watching a lot lately. It's mostly a lot of the time I catch like highlights and stuff here and there. Which sucks, because he's like on SmackDown. So, it being on Fox, you need like live Hulu and stuff. So, SmackDown's the one I kind of like just catch things here and there. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also have Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like, keep up to date with the channel. Donate, we greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.